Okay, I'm back. So I get to do my own little video blogging that I like to do. Everybody who knows me knows that I am a huge news nut. So I am always watching the news. Um, so yesterday when I was online, one of my friends came to me and they shot me this article about this kid that got shot in the subway. I had already seen it on CNN. It was kind of like a brief thing, like they put it up on the ticker, but they didn't really go into great detail about what had happened, um, where some transit police were, they, had a couple of kids that were supposedly have been being disorderly on the train or fighting or something like that. Well, they had them subdued, and something happened, and the guy just pulled out his gun and he shot this kid in the back and killed him. And I mean, it's tragic, but I think it probably happens more often than we'd like to believe. And the only reason why you get this close hand feel of it was because somebody took out their camera phone and actually recorded it. um, I think a lot of people, like I said, it happens, and because no one has recorded it, people tend to think, they go with the side of the law, like, oh yeah, he was probably doing something he shouldn't have been doing, and that's why they shot him. But to see this video and this kid just laying face down, and then he pulls out his gun and he shoots him in the back. They really haven't gotten a statement from the officer. He resigned this morning before he was supposed to go under investigation. The family, of course, is pushing to have him convicted of murder, um, because he killed him. It was just cold-blooded. It it was something you don't really want to see, but okay, somebody recorded it, so yeah, I watched it. I'm not gonna lie. Um, America is just, you know, we're having such hard times right now. Things have just started to get crazy for us. I was reading in an article where it was saying that 5 states have asked for money to be bailed out because in about a year or so they will be completely bankrupt. And I'm thinking, how does a state go bankrupt? But I guess it's like a business that's going bankrupt. But what was crazy was the um, article went on to say that within the next 2 years, 41 states would be in the same position. They would all be in such a big deficit that they would almost be like bankrupt. So, you have to think, 50 states, 41 of them, which states will be doing better than the others? Uh, then, of course, now the porn industry is asking for money, which a lot of people say, oh, they're just doing that to be sarcastic because, everybody's asking for money now. I don't think sex will ever go out of business in anything that's related to sex, because sex sells. But, I mean, they're making their point, I guess one might say. It's heartbreaking to think that, if something doesn't happen soon, our United States as we know it will not be the same. Anybody who does their history knows that the United States itself is just a corporation. I mean, that's what we were designed to be, with England being our motherland and the United States being a big business. And as you can see, the businesses in the United States are folding every day. Macy's has decided to close down some of its stores, Ethan and Allen. So it's like, for one step forward we take, it's like we're taking 4 steps back on the flip side. Um, I don't see things getting better. I watched Obama, as he stated also, that if we didn't do something quickly, things would definitely not get better for us over the next 2 to 3 years. You know, people are almost, getting to that point where, homeless and not having food to eat, and you would never think, with the United States it would be like that. Of course, we've always had homelessness, and we've always had people that were, struggling to feed themselves, but now that it's on a larger scale, of course, it is making more news. When you have a small population that is suffering, people don't tend to worry about that so much as when it becomes a major problem. Then everybody becomes concerned, because then you start figuring, hey, I may be next. Nothing is promised. You live for today, because tomorrow is not promised to you. So now people are starting to take note and look that, hey, this could be me tomorrow. I could wake up tomorrow with no job and within a month or two be homeless, because the housing people, I mean everything. I know my cable company is starting to get crazy. It used to be if you didn't pay your bill by a certain time, they kind of work with you. Now they're like, oh no, we got to come shut it off and stuff like that. But it's just, wild at how bad things have gotten for us, and to think that our government itself has somewhat put us into this position. And you have to take some fault in it yourself. I know that I tend to splurge on things. I love shoes. I have a closet full of them. Do I need a whole bunch of shoes? Probably not, but it's just something that I like. So of course I buy them. Um, but I actually myself have started to cut back, and just watching how things are going to go for us in the future. I have 4 kids and I'm a single mom, so I definitely have to maintain a level of some kind of awareness, and try and build some type of security for them in itself. I think a lot of us are still walking blind to think that, once Obama gets into office, that everything will be fixed. I'm not saying that he won't fix things, but of course they won't be overnight. So for all those people that are like, hey, when he gets in office, things are going to miraculously get better. Um, I don't see that happening. It's almost like looking at the news with Israel and Palestine. It's escalating. It's getting worse. What was a small problem has escalated into something huge. It was just at one time Israel and Hamas. Now you have Lebanon shooting missiles at Israel. So I think we just need to reevaluate our situations and the things that we're doing, from the government on down to just the American people themselves, so that our world doesn't get worse than what it is. But that's just my point, because I'm, like I said, I'm a news junkie. I'm always watching the news, so I ramble about it sometimes. But I guess I will be signing off and going to fix lunch. So I will talk to you later. Bye bye.